Hey, welcome back to another episode of Side Talk Table. Just a quick discussion. I kind of thought of something the other day. I was listening to or watching a YouTube video, and I was like, wow, I can't even imagine being in that particular area or having those particular devices with what I have now. So that was something that I kind of thought about, and that really scared me. I'm not even kidding. I was really scared. I was like, I do not need to be in that situation ever. Because I don't even know how I would leave it function. My productivity would be longer compared to what it is now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into today's episode. We're going to be talking about Apple and Android concerning content. So if you are a content creator, photographer, videographer, anything in that field, social media manager, anything in that field that you are on the computer a lot, on different devices a lot, we're going to be talking about it today. So let's go ahead and get right into this episode. So I I operate in the Apple ecosystem. All I have is Apple, Mac and iPad and iPhone. So everything is cohesive. Apple has done it so well. I've had Apple basically my whole entire life, so I don't even know that. Obviously I've seen Androids and worked on Androids and whatever. Well, Samsung. I don't really like saying Android because I feel like that's very old. It's usually a Samsung or like a Google Pixel that people have. So if you have anything outside of that, then yeah, you're considered Android at this point. But I was very the video that I saw on YouTube, it was talking about the Apple devices and something. I'm not for sure, but the issue was I had like thought of and I was like, wow, I have all Apple. My business, I of course have everything Apple, so my workflow is so much seamless, and I can't imagine being on a Samsung or Windows computer doing editing and transferring files over to my phone. I can't even imagine that because the video was talking about, oh, you can use Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever to transfer your reels. Like if you made a reels on your computer, transfer your reels over to like those different softwares like Google Drive or whatever, so that you can download on your phone, download the video that you uploaded to Google Drive to your phone, and then post to social media. The steps that I heard from this video, I can't remember. I was like, I can't even imagine doing that. There's so many steps with that. You first have to do the software, probably Adobe Premiere, because that will be able to access from everything. I use Final Cut, so you would have to use Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve, use your footage, capture your footage or get your footage, edit, and then export it, then upload it to Google Drive, and then you have to pull Google Drive up on your phone, whether if you're have an iPhone and then have a Windows computer or vice versa. That's insane. I I I that's so many steps compared to me just editing my editing my video or my reels or whatever on my computer, and then just airdropping the video right to my phone, and then I'm able to just go ahead and upload. That is so seamless. So content creators, videographers, photographers that are doing the streamline on a Samsung or Google Pixel, power to you. No shame to you. You keep doing it, because me personally, I don't even know. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that. So yeah, if you are in that field and you have those devices, Windows, PC, and or not Android, but Samsung or Pixel, Google Pixel, and you're crushing the content, power to you. Leave me a comment below if you are working in that field and you're not in the Apple ecosystem, but you're in another software, another operating system. Leave me a comment below because I just I can't see myself doing that. I literally can't. Like that's a whole nother like that would get I would have to get used to that because I'm so used to AirDrop. I use AirDrop on a daily basis at this point. There's not a day that I don't use AirDrop for something. Either I'm AirDropping a photo over, or I'm AirDropping videos over or files, whatever. AirDrop. Even Google, like not Google, iCloud, what is it? iCloud files, iCloud storage, whatever. I use that on a daily basis as well because I kind of save some of my files for my business and other clients as well on my iCloud, so that I'm able to access it on each device, which is basically like Google Drive. But you kind of have to have a whole separate app, which Files is a whole separate app. So now that I'm going down this road, it's kind of the same, but it's just more streamlined when you have Apple devices. And I'm just, I'm so grateful for Apple. I don't even know what I would do without Apple. I don't even want to go down that road of not having an Apple product or having the Apple ecosystem. So yeah. But content creators, keep doing what you're doing if you're on those systems. I applaud you. Like I applaud you for crushing it, doing your workflow. I'm sure you found a great workflow from the surface of me just looking at it. I'm like, where do you even start? But I know there's a workflow out there because there's a workflow for every software, every device. So I'm sure it's out there. But I have a workflow um, with Apple, so I'm gonna stick with that. But yeah, that's I just content creators, man, content creators are great. Like the amount of time that we put in on creating things and making sure that we have the right devices is definitely something that helps in the workflow. Because if we don't have the right devices, it's kind of tiring to do anything because the devices are not working or not as fast, and vice versa. That's why crazy story, I would export some videos from Final Cut on my MacBook Pro 2017 model, I think it was, which I still have it. Um, and literally, it would take, I would export like an hour video, and it would take hours. When I say hours, I mean I would export it and go to sleep that night and then wake up that morning so that I can get the file. It was that bad. It was that slow. Um, like the exporting speeds were that slow, and it's very like time consuming. It's like I'm wasting so much time, and then so when I'm exporting those videos, I can't really do anything because I don't want to slow the process down. So I just wait until the very end of the day, export it, and then go to sleep. So my computer is just exporting. And finally, I got the 2020, I guess, 2021 model MacBook Pro M1 chip computer. And can I just say, like, the hour video took maybe 30 minutes to download, probably less than that. And I was absolutely blown away. And I was like, see, this is why upgrading to better software or better operating systems can save content creators so much time. Um, I got back like almost a whole hour of my time because I didn't have to wait on a video to export. And it's speedy, like I just wow. Like whoa. So yeah, power to you if you are in the process or you're thinking about getting the M1 MacBook Pro. go for it because I got the spec model. It's perfect. I don't need any more. Like, I don't edit. When I got this computer, I didn't transfer anything over because I'm editing everything from SSDs. So it makes streamline. Although I have to plug in my SSD when I need to get a file or a video asset. So that's the like downside of it. Whenever you're not editing off of your computer, you have to like bring in your SSDs, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. It definitely keeps my computer going fast, and hello, the ports, they're back, and my SD card reader works. So I've hearing other people saying that the SD card doesn't register. Mine is registered the whole time. So I don't know. Probably now that I said that, it's probably not going to register, but the ports are back. But yeah, so power to content creators that have Samsung and other devices other than Apple and that are pulling out and releasing content. I applaud you 100%. I applaud you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't allow anyone to discourage you, but keep creating that beautiful content and keep expanding your workflow. So, yeah. But that's the end of the episode here. I just kind of wanted to have that thought out there and just kind of applaud those that are not on the Apple ecosystem, those that are on the Apple ecosystem. How about that AirDrop? I'm pretty sure everyone that's on the Apple ecosystem uses AirDrop that are content creators. For the most part, AirDrop works in so marvelously ways. I just can't believe like that's probably the best feature ever with Apple. So shout out to AirDrop and Apple and the streamlined service of that. Uh, yeah, but I will see you in the next podcast episode. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It's been a while, but hopefully I'm getting back into this content on YouTube and the podcast. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Peace.